Hey, my name is Jo. I am a teacher slash trainer. I used to travel the world giving training courses, different countries. Now I do this online and I'm based in London. During the lockdown, like everyone, I put on weight, couldn't get it off. So I was doing a lot of cycling, about an hour, maybe an hour and 20 most days, at least 5 days out of 7, trying to reduce calories. And it didn't work at all. I think my legs were getting a bit more muscular, but my stomach was just getting bigger and bigger. I wasn't losing weight. If anything, I was putting it on. I just didn't know what to do. So Amy's ad popped up on my Instagram. You seem to be doing more and more exercise and eating less, and yet weight isn't coming off. And I sort of thought, yeah, that's exactly my situation. And that's kind of what then pushed me towards Amy and doing this particular program. Well, it's the internet. You never really know who you're going to get. I'd never really heard of Amy, sorry, before. And these testimonials, you never know who's doing it. Maybe they are naturally skinny. They're not, trust me. It's kind of like, well, what is this online coaching going to be like? Is it actually going to work? Is it going to end up being a waste of money? What is it going to be like? So wasn't quite sure, but then decided to take the plunge. Results, well, I'm really happy. First of all, I am a vegetarian and I'm coming up to 50, so slightly worrying on that one. I started off at about 61, rather large stomach. I'm now down to 50, 4.8, 4.9 today, and I'm eating about 1,800, 1,900 calories a day and maintaining it. Really, really happy with that. My stomach is much, much flatter. I have muscle on my arms, on my legs, firm jawline, it's not getting covered in fat anymore. So yes, really, really good about that one. The thing that I was most pleased about, phase 1, I lost quite a lot of weight. I think I lost about 5-6 kilos quite quickly, almost in about 5 weeks. And then I went to Mexico for a month. And it was a little bit of work, but it was mostly a holiday. I remember I was just like, oh no, I mean, I've lost the weight. Now it's all going to come back, tacos, burritos, everything like that. After a month in Mexico, came back, weighed on the home scales, because obviously they're the home scales, you trust them a bit more. I think I'd gone from about 55 to about 55.5. Honestly, I was amazed about, I think before Amy and her program would have come back about 3-4 kilos heavier. That I was ecstatic about. Amy put me on a sort of a build up the muscle again and a lower calorie to try and lose the weight, and I'm back now at under 55 and I'm really, really happy with it on that one. So that was probably what surprised me the most, the keeping the weight off on a month's holiday. The best bit, I mean, there were a few things that happened. I tend to get a bit emotional sometimes, and obviously the whole issue with the Ukraine. I do have friends and some family out there. That sort of was a big disruption, and going to Mexico. And, I think Amy was continually like, okay, let's change what we're going to be doing. Or how about doing this? How about it? Because nothing, I was like, I can't stick to 1,400 calories. So definitely that was incredibly useful. I also loved the fact that when I was going to a restaurant, I could text her, okay, I'm going to this particular place. What do you recommend? And she'd give me a couple of options. If you're feeling good, then this is probably the best option. But if you don't think that will fill you up, then have a go at this or this. And that was great. Oh, I did ask her a lot of questions. Why is this way? Or why aren't we doing this? And she was very good. She always got back to me full answers, and it did make complete sense. Incredibly useful as well. When I went to Mexico, obviously I couldn't take weights in the suitcase. There weren't really any gyms. But she was like, okay, take a resistance band. We'll develop some programs around that. And that was really good. Just had the resistance band and a mat. I was there on the balcony as the sun came up, doing various stretches, kept the muscles going. Definitely impressive on that one. Honestly, I'd recommend it to everyone. I don't think I was particularly overweight per se, but I did have a big stomach. That was my issue. All my weight went to my stomach, and that created quite a lot of problems for me. Self-confidence, this kind of thing. And now it's flatter. Yay. Vegetarians? Definitely useful, because it's useful to know where all our protein is. I certainly was eating far too much carbohydrate and nowhere near enough protein on that one. I don't think age is a factor. As I said, nearly 50, and I managed it quite well. Enjoyed the whole process. It's been hard. I'm not going to say it's been easy, but it's been good. I actually did a kettlebell workout the other day. The week before, it absolutely killed me. My arms were like noodles. Yesterday I was like, oh, okay, I can do this. This is good. And that was with extra weight. So yeah, anyone who wants to lose a bit of weight, become more toned, definitely would work well with the program.